Welcome back to the Two Opinionated Insinuations, honey.
Yes, y'all.
So, we are coming in with the final episode of Pose.
Yes, y'all.
This is episode 10 of season 2. If you have not watched it, please go back and watch our reviews. We will get you guys up to date until this point. And then, of course, they're going on a hiatus until they come back.
Yeah, I'm sad too. I can't believe it. I was just sitting up here like, what am I gonna watch now?
I know.
There's so much shit to watch, but I look forward to Pose.
I do look forward to Pose as well.
Ugh.
So let's get into it, honey.
Yes, before we get this episode started, get your tequila.
Tequila time.
Yes, get into it, y'all.
Yes. So also make sure you have your Red Bull booze. Okay? Yes. So we are going to try this kiwi apple. Can you guys see it? Kiwi apple.
Oh, yep, it's there right there.
Yep. So we're going to try this one with you guys on camera today to see how that tastes.
I really hope it's good.
Yes, with the tequila. So then we're gonna get into the episode, and we got the small bottle compared to our other usual big bottles of tropical, and it's actually green, you guys,
It is really green.
with the little fuzz. Can y'all see
That's
the
a
green?
nice green, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
So
Oh, it smells like an apple soda.
smells like apple.
What is it again? Apple who?
Kiwi apple.
I definitely taste the apple.
And I
I
taste a
don't
little
know.
kiwi. I taste a little kiwi and a little apple. Not sure how it's gonna go with the Quavo, because it has like a nasty little aftertaste.
It really does. Like,
So I'm gonna.
I don't think
sit
you
this
know.
to the
Yeah,
side.
I don't think that's
I
gonna
think
work
I'm
with
gonna sit
this.
this to the side and use my tropical. But I did want to taste it with you guys to let you know. The taste. It has that little aftertaste.
Ew. It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
For sure. And I love apples. Like apple soda, apple juice,
Yeah.
apples, period. I will fuck it up. I love Fanta apple soda, but that right there is definitely something to think on.
It's not it, but we're gonna try and go through the video.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, let's get into it. So this is year 1991, my birth year. And
No. You know
fortunately, it's
what?
not her birth year, but it's mine. And it's about maybe 8-9 months since the last episode. So it starts off with Blanca looking very sick, you guys, as she's doing her client's nails in her home, because you all know that her shop burned down, okay?
Right.
So she's doing these nails and she just looks super, super sick, and Pray Tell shows up
Yes.
out of the blue,
Yes.
and they begin to kind of like catch up basically, and Pray and Ricky are still together.
They are definitely still together. They don't live together. Ricky come and goes as he please with his key, but they going steady.
Told y'all he had a key.
Lord have mercy. I can't believe Pray, you gave him a key. I just cannot
You
believe
gave
it.
him a key to the palace, honey.
Yeah.
And then Damon is brought up, as I predicted, that he would be brought, up in this last episode. He sends, Blanca postcards and stuff like that from Paris, honey.
Yes, he stayed in Europe. Once he did that tour, I guess he just decided to stay on
there.
out there. So Damon is out there.
Right. And then Blanca talks about, feeling as if she can't walk the balls because she doesn't have her kids in her home.
Right.
And towards the end of that scene, Blanca ends up being in the hospital, you guys.
Yeah, y'all. Blanca is in the hospital.
Yeah.
When I look at her, I'm thinking it's because, of her HIV. We're not quite sure exactly yet why she was in the hospital, but she was definitely looking
very sick.
And she must have thought that's what it was, too, because she put a will together.
She did put a will together, and her and Pray Tell were going through the will as she's in her hospital bed, and he's reading off who she's gonna leave this to and who she's gonna leave that to, and Poppy was left off the list.
He didn't have nothing tangible, nothing that she didn't leave him nothing he could hold. What did she leave him?
Girl,
it was something. Everybody else literally had something. Like, I think Elektra got her wig, one of her wigs, and I think Angel got her wardrobe. Yeah, but he didn't have anything that he could hold on to.
Yeah.
And Prey was like, you need to give him something he could hold.
So she comes up with giving him her notes, like her I guess it's like a folder or a book with notes and stuff in it, journals or something that she's been doing, and he'll be able to use those stories with his hustling skills.
Yeah.
So, that's what they ended up doing. And then it goes into the girls. When we talk about the girls, it's always Lulu, Angel, Elektra, and Blanca. So they come to visit Blanca in the hospital. Angel has to talk about what she's been doing. So basically, she's saying she hasn't been booking any gigs.
She ain't did nothing since BB.
Right.
She hasn't worked anything since BB.
Right. And then
Pray's there too, y'all.
Pray ends up coming in as well. And basically he's like, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I know you guys are busy, but we have to be able to continue to uplift our community, and by doing that you come and you walk the balls, let people see your face.
Right.
And basically Elektra goes in and she tells him like, hey, we women need a seat at that council because we're walking the balls. We're the one walking the balls. We're being scrutinized for our appearance,
by men,
hair, everything, all of these things by men. And so you don't know how it feels to be walking and feel like you're just high off of beauty, and then they bring you down
with an 8.
You know what I'm saying? So she's just like, listen, I don't think I want to walk the balls if there's going to be no women there.
Right. I totally agree with that.
I agree too.
It's something I didn't really realize until now. Since she said something. I mean, I did notice that they weren't really going to the balls or anything like that, but I also know real life has a way of just coming through, and you have to stop what you would normally do to deal with real life issues. So that was more so what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was the fact that, Blanca, we know it's because her kid's not there, but the other one's not wanting to walk because y'all feel like the boys have took over the ballroom, and I could definitely understand that. You getting all dressed up. I mean, at the beginning, Elektra in her house was stealing from the museum to make sure they won balls.
Right.
And if you doing all of that, and they come in like, 7, 8, 9, 8.
Just being torn down,
Do you know I just went to the High Museum downtown to get this? Like, come on now. So I definitely got that. I understood that.
So she is basically saying she wants a seat on the council. She just not just want to walk the balls. And I'm in agreement as well. So then it goes into Pray Tell decides to talk to the council members about, helping them to become aware that it is only men on the council and we need to make a change.
Right.
So of course how not even just men but women as well, we kind of give that pushback when we feel like if it ain't broke don't fix it type of thing. And that's what they were basically saying, like it's been going good this far, why should we have to change it? And then Pray Tell goes in and he's trying to get them to understand basically what Elektra and the other girls were saying so that they can come up with an idea to where everybody is happy and everybody is benefiting.
Right.
So instead of them agreeing to put women on the council, they decided to walk them out in women's shoes. Basically, see how women feel about walking and showing humility. So when they said it, I was just like, that's not what she wanted.
I said the same shit. Like, I'm not even. It's interesting you said that. I was like, wait, what? No, that's not what she wanted. That's not what she said. Wait, let's revisit that conversation again. She said, we tired of getting dressed up to come walk for y'all to shoot us down because y'all ain't never dealt with what we had to deal with.
Yep.
Y'all need to get us up there.
Yep.
Y'all need to have more categories that features us instead of all the boys. That's what she said.
Yeah. So I was a little upset about that. I'm like, that's not what she said. Lulu and Angel didn't say that either. So I don't know why they thought, this was a good idea. But ultimately, that's what they came up with. And Pray Tell is like, well, okay, cool. We're going to walk the ball as women, showing our feminine side.
Right.
Okay. So then it goes into Angel talking to Miss Ford. You guys have to remember Miss Ford was the one who started her, gave her a shot in this modeling world.
Right.
So she goes in like, hey, I ain't been booking no jobs. Mind you, she stormed in.
Yeah, she did storm in. She stormed in. She's clean.
Yeah, she's clean.
She's still clean, y'all. And she stormed in like, what's going on? Like, I'm not getting booked. I haven't did nothing since BB. Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm. So basically, Miss Ford says, listen, there's been some talk going around town about, your identity. And you've basically been blackballed. Now, we recently spoke during one of our episodes, the reviews, about a comment that we got from Alabaster.
Alabama.
Alabaster. What the heck?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
Alabaster.
sorry, we're messing it up.
We got a comment from Alabaster about the Tracy Norman story and how it was predicted that the same thing would happen to Angel.
Right.
And if you don't remember or know what we're talking about, please go back and watch that episode.
That was episode 8 review because the suggestion was given for episode 8 when we thought maybe the photographer was gonna out Angel.
Yeah. So Miss Ford basically says, a stylist who saw her, Angel, walking the balls has went back and told other people within the industry that you, Angel, was a transgender and not a real woman. And that's basically closed doors for her. And
everybody thinks she a fraud, she fake.
So
it hurt my heart.
Yeah, so it basically says that her contract was pulled due to misrepresentation, that the world is basically not ready for.
They're not ready.
And she's just like, listen, I see your beauty. I see the potential in you. I want to book you, but you have to have those sponsorships or those jobs out there for you to advertise. And she has those connections to these people, but they're not willing to work with you. So that poses an issue,
I like Miss Ford for her not being one of those people that turned their back on Angel like all the other people. I mean, ultimately, she's just in a situation where she can't book her any work. But it's not that I wouldn't book you if I couldn't. Yeah. Like, I still like you. I like your beauty. I know what you bring to the table. It's just they're not ready for it yet.
Right.
So I do like Miss Ford, and I definitely appreciated that aspect of her character, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
So then she goes home, and Poppy comes in, and she tells Poppy, how the meeting went.
She got clocked.
She got clocked. I got clocked, Poppy.
They know.
They know. And
they know.
Poppy being who he is, he goes in and he's just like, forget what they think. Forget what they're saying. Like, I'm gonna hold you down. I see your beauty, and the world is gonna see your beauty. You know, even if they're not ready for it, you got to get out here and make your face known. Make them be ready for who you are in our community.
He's so supportive.
So supportive.
Like, I love it. He's very supportive.
Yeah, he's like a motivational.
Yeah, he a hustler. Like, for real, Poppy is a hustler. And I think that's a part of his hustle skills, having that gift of gab.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So then it goes into Blanca being told why she was sick when she found out that she had pneumonia.
Yeah, y'all.
And her nurse basically tells her that maybe she should consider quitting being a nail technician
Yeah, because of the chemicals.
Because of the chemicals. And it's kind of like she was saying that, you know, the virus it's not, you know, clogging up her lungs and stuff, but it's still in there. And, you know, she doesn't need any other chemicals mixing in to make her any more sicker.
Right. So, that's horrible because that's what she does.
That's her livelihood.
That is, she done moved it to the house.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping she could figure something out, maybe some type of biodegradable, and this is just me talking because I really don't know, but maybe they got something out there that'll work out better for her.
So then it goes into Poppy coming in, showing Angel his business cards. He says he wants to be a manager for the neglected and beautiful women of their community. And he basically wants to start networking, you know what I'm saying? Trying to build his clientele. So Poppy is going around trying to recruit.
So singers dancing. So you trying to be a manager now?
You know how good I look after you.
Yeah, I know, but what jobs have you booked me?
First of all, managing ain't just about booking jobs.
So then what is it about?
Yeah, trying to get a model from here, get a model from there. I think he went out over there close to the piers like, hey, I'm trying to recruit you. She was like, I already got a pimp. And if he saw you out here trying to talk to me, he'd kick your ass. I was like, girl, he not a pimp. Listen to this opportunity. But I was just sitting up there like, Poppy, that is great that you took this situation that Angel is going through.
Yep.
And not only am I going to try to see if I can benefit you, but benefit everyone in our community because this is real life shit.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be the only transgender woman who wants to be a model.
Exactly.
And they need to have that representation. Somebody who's willing to represent them without any hate or anything like that. And I'm very happy that was a business I think that was a very smart business venture for him to take.
I agree.
That was really smart, Poppy.
So then it goes into, we find out about Frederica, who you guys know as the owner of the building that Blanca was working out of. And basically, she was charged with arson of a nail salon in order to profit from insurance. We said that in the last episode.
Y'all remember when she said, oh, I had a feeling something like this was going to happen, so I went ahead and upped the insurance.
Foolish.
Got that ass.
Just
you in jail
stupid.
now. You in jail.
That's just like people out here killing off their husbands and spouses for the insurance.
Buddy.
And you going in and getting multiple insurance policies knowing that something is going to happen and boom, they pass away. Like, you guys are making the wrong decisions out here, and she's obviously going to have to learn from hers in federal prison. Okay? Because there was an eyewitness that said that they saw her leaving the building.
She set the fire. She didn't even send a goon or nothing. Like, she didn't send nobody to do her dirty work. You got all that money. You got a son that looked like he just whatever. And you decided to go to that building and set it. That was so fucking stupid. She did it,
you guys.
That was stupid.
And she's facing up to 5 years in prison. And she says that, you know, she doesn't regret what she did, but she regrets that she ended Blanca's career because ultimately that's another woman. We as women out here have to go out here and get it on our own, and we are being shamed by our men who thinks that our place is in the home or in the kitchen when we have ideas as well, and we want to be business women. And I hate that I did that to Blanca, but I don't hate the way that I went about doing it because she was trying to be all for herself.
Right. I really think she'd have tried to really fight to have that case thrown out had it not affected Blanca.
Yeah.
Because she'd have really tried to show her power, like, oh, y'all want to charge me? Let me show y'all who I am.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Blanca, you did hurt another woman, so yes, sit there for them next 2.5 years. And think about your actions.
So then it goes into none other than Elektra, honey, prepping the councilmen to prepare for the ball. Okay?
Y'all, I don't know what the hell walking like, and I'm not a hill walker like that, but that shit, especially the one with the dreads. What's his name? Girl, that little pigeon toe situation he had going on, I just could not believe it. Of course, you know her children did good because she's going to have, apparently it's going to be 3 of them. So the 2 house hopping ones that's been there from the beginning, and then Ricky is going to be, Ricky walks pretty good too.
Yeah.
I was like, Ricky
did a
in
good heel toe walk.
Yes.
It was Electra's 2 boys that she have in her home. Then it was Ricky, who's now also a part of her home, but is sleeping with Praytel. And then you have Praytel, and then you have the 3 other council members who are all trying to be prepped for the ball. And honey, y'all know how Elektra gives it to you, honey. She gave it to them, and she's just like, "This is not a game. You guys say nothing less than a 6-inch pump. That's what we were gonna require you to wear."
Right? Like you need a better heel. Prey came in there with a I think his heel was like this big, and he was talking about, I need a thicker heel and it needs to be shorter.
He wanted more of a
block,
a thicker block, like a plat kind of like. And it was just like, come on now, listen, get with it or get lost. Okay? So he got lost.
That's exactly what happened. He walked his ass the fuck right on up out of there.
He walked up out of there, you guys. He's just like,
I can't do this shit.
I can't do it.
This is not me. I'm not a woman. That's what he said. He said, I'm not a woman. Obviously.
We know that. So Ricky goes out after his man's, honey, and he basically gives him a pep talk about expressing his femininity. Like, let that inner feminine person up out of you.
Right.
Stop trying to be so masculine all the time to where you mask some of the things that you really care about yourself. And Praytel went to tell him about, the story with his dad and how he was treated, as a young boy. You couldn't cry. You couldn't show weakness. And a lot of us, men and women, parents, are doing the same things to our kids these days. So he's basically saying, listen, I have to be a man out here in this society, and I can't let my feminine side show, or I'll be looked at as somebody who's weak.
That's true.
Why women gotta be looked at as weak?
The same reason why I guess women need to be in the kitchen cooking and shit. Like, I don't know. And then as soon as you find a woman that's not weak, she a bitch. I don't. That's another.
You're not independent. You something else. But anyway, so basically, Ricky just says, listen, I'm a butch, and I'm also feminine.
Right.
And you and I are one and the same, honey.
Pretty much.
And so, he's just basically just trying to give his daddy.
What's the damn, when the fuck they gonna come back? The Braxtons.
Girl.
What's their little daddy song?
I have
Daddy? No Me either, but I know.
Daddy, you got the daddy. I know he getting in the panties. So daddy.
might be like, Daddy.
Lordy. So he's trying to give him the pep talk to get out here and finish what he started, basically. Then it goes into Angel and Poppy. They go back to talk to Miss Ford about him being a modeling agent for her company.
Mm-hmm.
And so she basically, he wants Miss Ford to mentor him and help him to start his own business. And she's like, listen, I'll give you a chance, but you have to book a model within 2 weeks to seal the deal.
Pretty
So
much.
that's basically his shot to
Yep.
become a manager.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him. He is hustling.
He is out here hustling, honey.
He is hustling for his woman, for his community,
Yep.
for his house. He
Yep.
is just trying to make it better.
Yep.
And I'm very happy that Mrs. Ford is definitely like, okay, well, somebody got to do it. I guess we gonna do it.
We're going to do it together.
Okay then. So,
So this whole time, you guys have to think about it. Blanca is still in the hospital.
still in the hospital, y'all.
And guess who shows up? Damon.
Damon looking
Damon.
so
Uh,
good, y'all. Like, he got his little mustache, 5 o'clock shadow. He looks grown.
the Vogue queen, honey.
He look good,
He
y'all.
comes in looking so freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back to visit Blanca at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he's been telling her that, you know, he's been choreographing for Malcolm Claren next video. He got that opportunity to choreograph the next video. So he's still over in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about how he's opened up a home called Evangelista over in Paris. And he has a
Yes.
couple of kids of his own.
Yes, he's a house father.
Yes, honey. Still working as well.
Yes.
So then it goes into, you know, them talking about the ball, Blanca and Damon. And he's just like, listen, I'm going to stay with you to make sure you're back healthy. And I'll be here long enough for the ball. So
The Mother's Day
the
ball.
Mother's Day ball. So then it goes into the Mother's Day ball, you guys.
Mother's Day ball.
And the category is
Mother of the Year, 91.
91. And the first category that they walked was runway.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually did have 2 women on the council at this ball. So they not only
did.
took in what Electra said, but they also tried to do something to show these women that they are appreciated.
Yeah, they did. And actually, I noticed that they did all the ball categories, that like the main ones that you are normally used to seeing, like they did the Vogue.
So I got them. I got category. The first category is runway and House of Winter Run. Then they did the category is realness. Y'all know Electra won.
Yeah, Wintour won that one.
And I just really think that Lulu should have won because she was looking fabulous, honey. But anyway,
You think she serves more realness than Electra?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next category was Vogue.
Mm-hmm.
And then the House of Veracity won, which is Lulu's house that she had with Candy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the Mother of the Year was crowned none other than...
One Mother of the Year award goes to Miss Electra Wintour.
Electra! House of Winter.
Yes, y'all. Electra got Mother of the Year, and I think she deserves it.
I agree.
Like, she definitely, even though she's selfish,
Yeah.
she definitely, when she cares about somebody, she definitely cares about her kids. And
Right.
she's going to, she may not be loving or compassionate, but she does what she can. And you've definitely seen the improvement this season over episode. She's always doing this. She's always doing that. She's giving talk. She's always available
Yep.
to listen to whatever you need to say. Sometimes she may say some shit that be like, okay, Electra.
You don't like it, but it's
there to
needed.
Yeah, she's still there to listen. So, well deserved.
And she basically went up there. Her speech was basically about, you know, me raising my children. And Blanca was one of my children. And she went out here, Lulu and Candy was one of my kids as well. They got out here, opened up their own houses, and look at what Blanca did with her kids. She has somebody who was the first transgender woman in modeling. She has Damon, who has graduated as a dancer and who's out here now living in Paris.
Choreographer for the stars.
A choreographer for the stars.
Poppy, a businessman.
Poppy now being a businessman. You know what I'm saying? So Electra is basically saying, like, listen, I am doing my job as a mother, and I do feel like it's well deserved as well. Mm-hmm. So then, you guys, we got Blanca coming in, being pushed in the wheelchair by Damon to get to this party, to get to the ball. And Poppy and Angel, they talk about Angel being his first client that has been booked.
He booked her for a soda gig, y'all, out in Berlin.
Out in Berlin. Like,
they leaving tomorrow.
They leaving tomorrow.
Yes, y'all.
So, they know that she is a transgender woman. He was, made sure to be clear about who his clients are.
Right. And
that they are transgender. But I think he does have some butch males as well. And basically, Angel, she gets down on that one knee, you guys.
They ass. I'm like, they so caught up in the rapture of love. It's ridiculous, y'all.
Angel gets on one knee, and he's just like, I do. But then he goes down, and he gets on one knee.
They asked each
Let's
other
say
together.
it at the same time, Poppy. Will you marry me?
I guess they get married, y'all.
They get married, you guys. There was a proposal at the ball.
And they nosy asses. Everybody was listening because as soon as they hopped up, you see all the house. Well,
everybody who was at the bar.
They over there. Oh my damn! Y'all couldn't even have a moment to yourself. Like, we didn't even know they was listening.
Yes. So then Ricky runs into Damon, and they have a chat. And Damon is telling him, what he's doing over in Paris. And then Ricky finally had some great news where he can tell that, hey, I'm about to be on the Paula Abdul tour.
Right. Paula
Abdul. He is back dancing now as well. All of the kids seem like they're getting their shit together.
Pretty much.
Okay. And, he does tell Damon that he's still dating Pray Tell. And I'm very glad that Damon didn't let this phase him at all. He wished him for the best, and that was just that.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, good with that.
So the final thing that happens at the ball is, I'm sorry, not the final thing, but another thing that happened at the ball is Candy's sweet refrain. It's the lip sync category that she has always wanted, and they decided to incorporate it on Mother's Day.
Right.
And y'all know Blanca had to come through with the lip sync in her wheelchair.
Good. She rolled on the scene.
She rolled on the scene looking like somebody's granny.
That's exactly how she looked.
And next thing you know, she's pulling off these clothes, honey, like an act.
Yes.
And she decides to stand. Now, you got to think about it, you guys. She's still kind of weak from the pneumonia. So it's not like she could take many, many steps and, work the floor. But she did stand up out of the wheelchair to sing the Star Spangled Banner by Whitney Houston.
Yes, y'all. That was probably the best choice that she could do, considering what she couldn't do.
Right.
So I thought that was really good. They made it very big, and they didn't even need nobody else in the category. I mean, everybody else can go home and try it again next week. You got that, Blanca.
She definitely won that. She won that category and got that trophy, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the final battle royale of the councilmen walking as women.
Hold on, y'all, because before you even get into that, I just want to say, because I was sitting there watching the show, and I just kept hearing this, come judge for me. Come judge for me. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Who is saying that? So, Electra had a whole situation. Like, she had speech after speech after speech for every person that she wanted to come judge for her. It was strictly ladies. Only ladies. So it was Blanca, Angel, Lulu. Actually, I think it was all the house mothers.
It was all the house mothers.
Except Angel. Angel's not a house mother, but she was up there.
It was another one. I think her name was Kiki.
Yeah, Yeah, she was up there. I think it was all the house mothers too. Was it some other people?
It was 2 other house mothers as well, but we never really got to see their house and know their names like that. But it was also 2 other council members, women, who were judging with elect. Come judge with me,
girl. I
Come
was like, what is that?
come judge with me.
She's like, come judge for me.
Come judge for me. Come judge for me. Yeah, come judge for me, daughter.
Girl,
I'm like, is that the new song?
that gotta be the new thing because she
Come
just kept
judge me.
snapping and
She was. I said, that is the song right there. I thought she was a great MC.
yeah, she was. So, like we said, all of the judges were women who was up on the panel, and you guys, they named the category Butch Queen in Drag. First time at a ball.
Mm-hmm.
That was the category.
Mm-hmm.
And you had, again, like we said, all of the same men who were being prepped by Elektra early on in the episode. They were all the same men who walked. And out comes Ricky. I don't know the fuck Ricky looked like.
I don't know what he looked like either.
Ooh,
I know
shit.
he strutted though.
He strutted. He definitely walked in them heels, honey.
They all walked in them heels.
They all walked in the heels. They all got between 7s and 8s.
I think Prey won.
Prey got 10, 9.
So who won? Oh, the boy, Electra's
son won. You know he won.
He came out there strutting, splitting, just
doing
it
tricks
all.
and stuff, honey.
I say, oh
Ray
yes,
Tell looked
the best.
the best.
He definitely looked.
He brought out that old holiday heart wig. With the
That's
pearls.
exactly what he looked like, y'all.
Pray Tell looked good, y'all.
And
The
all you
makeup
hear,
was.
Ricky, there go my man.
That's my
That's
man.
my man. I'm
You
like,
know.
Ricky, sit your ass down.
He looked so good.
Mhm.
And I was just like, damn, you better strut, honey. So, yeah. So, House of Wintour wins. And then, you know, the message of this episode.
The message ultimately of this episode was take a walk in someone else's shoes and it could possibly just make the world a better place. You never know what someone else is going through or what they have to do in their day-to-day to get by. So if you just take a moment to reflect and think about, you know, maybe that person, blah, 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 then you could treat people better.
Yep.
So that was pretty much the message of this episode.
Yeah. And Blanca ends up meeting 2 young kids, ages 14, who were, I don't know how they attended the ball. They attended the ball, and then they were outside after the ball show was over, just hanging around, and Blanca ends up calling them over. They introduce themselves, and she's just like, you know, where y'all sleeping? They was like, at the piers. You know, our parents kicked us out, and, you know, we're new to town. And she's just like, I'm going to be your mother.
Pretty much. Y'all hungry?
Y'all hungry? And here come Pray Tell out here being the supportive friend that he is.
Very supportive.
What y'all want to eat?
Exactly. Y'all going with us? Okay.
Let's go.
Like, it wasn't even no talk beforehand. Blanca didn't have to look at him like, no, he came right out like, and who's this?
And who are you?
Oh, okay. Y'all rolling with us? Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, you hungry? What you want?
So it looks like we'll be seeing more kids in the next season, hopefully.
Yes.
And maybe get to see a little bit more of Damon in Paris, whether he stays there or comes back. Maybe get to see how Poppy and Angel are doing with his business and everything. Hopefully see that Pray Tell and Damon are still together. And hopefully see if Blanca and this man that she met on the girls trip, if they actually gonna do the dang thing.
Right. We need to see what's going on.
We
with
want
her
to see
and
what's
Andrea.
going on.
I hope
So,
she's able to open another salon.
yeah. So I hope they come back with a new season because, you know, it has not been said that this is going to be the final season. But you know how some of these shows do Not really sure if FX is going to have them back. We will just keep you guys posted as we are informed. As always, please get down in the comments below. Let us know what you guys think about this episode, some of our predictions, some of your predictions. Also, the comparison with Tracy Norman and Angel's story. And, you know, hit that like button.
Yeah, let's hope that they don't take a whole year to come back with Pose.
I do think they won't be back until next May or June. We'll see.
Y'all need to get on Love and Hip Hop time.
I'm telling you, keep it in
Keep it
rotation.
exactly.
Keep it in rotation. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you hit the down button, please let us know in the comments why you feel like this was just not the tea for you.
Right. Y'all.
Okay? And follow us, okay? Give us some ideas. Put in some requests of things you guys want to hear about. If you want to hear about it, we gonna get into it, okay?
All right, y'all.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.